What's up people, into this video I'm going to show you how you can create a Tycoon Dropper. But please notice I'm not gonna show you how you can create a fully working Tycoon, just an example on how you can create a dropper. Make sure to subscribe and like, and we're gonna see us in the video. So what's up people? So in the background you can see that my dropper is like dropping the parts are on the line, going to the part, and this part converts the parts, convert parts, funny side joke, convert the parts to cash. And if you want to have the cash, you go to there, and then you have this amount of the cash. These parts give 200, 200, saves the money in the back end, and this part gives you the money. So yeah, there's a little cooldown that is like not stressing the client and the server. So yeah, how did I create it out? As simple as that. You can copy that if you want to, like it's the part spawner. You will be spawning the parts, like the part spawn, and then blah blah blah. Yeah, the part line, this is the part line, and on the line, I just scripted that the parts are like in the middle, centralized on the line, and then they can easily go to this part, and this part is the part to cash part. What an interesting name, and this is in the end the cash to part, yeah. So in the server script service, you can insert a server script, and yeah, let's look at the code. So we have a local player equals to game get service players. Local workspace equals to game get service workspace. Local debris equals to game get service debris. The type is in Tycoon state, accumulated cash, then number, and last collection time number also. So of course use these brackets. Then we have local Tycoon state is Tycoon state, then accumulated cash is 0 and last collection time is 0 also. Then we have the local player balance, like the player and the number, then this brackets at the end. Then we have local drop interval seconds. I have like 1.5. This is like how quick are the parts dropping. Then we have a drop lifetime seconds. You can do it to 15. Local drop cash value, like one part gives 200, the other part also gives 200, and yeah, every part gives 200. You can also make 400, 800, 900. It doesn't matter. Then we have the local conveyor speed, like on how quick the parts are moving on the line, like I said before, made this to 15. And then we have the local collection cooldown in seconds. I created a cooldown, and this is like 5 that you don't like have some corruptions with client and server, but this is, you don't need that for now because this is like the only script we have right now, but it's optional, yeah. Then we have the local functions, setup conveyor, conveyor parts, spawner part, converter part. Then we have the raw direction and the flat direction, like vector 3, converter part position, spawner part position, and flat direction is like vector 3 point new, raw direction x, 0, raw direction z, and then unit. And of course we have the conveyor part is AssemblyLinearVelocity, flat direction, and then conveyor speed. Then we have the local function, start, drop, or spawner part. Then we have a task.spawn, then a function while true do, local drop part. Then we create the part, which is like dropping out of the dropper. My size is like 1.2, 1.2, 1.2. And the color is like some green, and the material is like neon. Yeah, drop material in your material neon. And then we have the drop position, spawner part dot position. And then we have like the name, then it's cash drop. Yeah. Much EP happen. Drop set attribute value, drop cash value. And then we have the drop point parent, equals to workspace. And we of course have the breeze, so add item drop, drop lifetime seconds, and then task wait, drop interval seconds. Don't forget the and the and with bracket and the and with the and. Then we have local functions, setup converter, converter part, converter part touched, connect function, hit base part. If hit.name equals cache drop, then local value number, hit get attribute, a value, if value, then hit destroy, Tycoon state accumulated cache value. So this is like not the main function, but this is like the thing which is like the ellipsis that you get the cache, and cache drop is like just the dropping thing that the system knows, okay, then we're gonna reverse it to cache. Yeah. So then we have local function, process, player collection, player, local current time, number workspace, get service time now. If current time, Tycoon state, last collection time, collection cooldown seconds, return, and local amount number, Tycoon state, accumulate cache. If amount is 0, then return and the Tycoon state accumulate cache 0, Tycoon state, last collection time, current time, and local current balance number, player balance player or 0, player balance player, current balance, and then we just like important is you may plus the amount. Then we have like the little print that if you go to the part which converts your dropped items, like the dropped parts, going to the part to cache, and part to cache waits that you go to the other part which gives you the cache, and then it clears part to cache and waits for the new parts to get in. So there is no corruption, and yeah, this is like how mostly of the Tycoons are based, but not completely like that. This is like just a quick speed run Tycoon example for a collector. Yeah, then we have the local functions, setup collection, pad part touched, connect function, hit base part, local character model hit, find first anchor stuff class, we make a model, if not character then return and local players get player from character, we make character, and if not player then return and proceeds player collection player and end. Yeah, now we are at the end. Local function initialize Tycoon factory, players, player added, connect function, player balance player equals to 0. Then we have an add. Then players, player removing, connect function, players, player balance player is nil, and then we come to the local spawner part. This is like just the things we made about here, like our spawner part is the converter part spawner. We wait for the part spawner. Then the conveyor is the part line, the converter is part to cache, and the collection pad is cache part. So you can like rename these details to your real details, but then also make sure you have like edited everything to your parts, or just copied out as I do. So then we have setup conveyor spawner converter, start dropper spawner, setup converter, setup collection pad, and at the end we initialize Tycoon factory as above here. And yeah, this is actually the whole system. So it's like not completely explainable, but this is like the most common, like not the most common, this is like just a little example on how you could create a converter in the pad. You don't need to create it like that. This is like just an example on how you can like yeah, get some inspiration out of my video. Yeah, so you can see this works. So we have coins. Of course I didn't implement some I didn't implement some saving. Yeah, You could also implement some backend saving, data store, and things like that. If you want to see how I create that too, you can find me in the comments. And if you want to have a completely fully tutorial on how to create an advanced Tycoon, write in the comments and see you in the next video. See ya.